You can feel the electricity in the air here in Bowling Green as today we finally kick off the season. Coach Sauce has done a lot of talking this offseason and set pretty lofty expectations for himself and this program. The fan base seems pretty split on whether he can actually deliver or not, and today should finally give us some answers. With no previous coaching experience, the Coach Sauce experiment could go pretty sideways pretty quickly. So thanks for listening to Fighting Falcon Radio, and we'll send you to Coach Sauce for a pregame interview.
Second row.
Coach Sauce, how do you handle the high expectations for this team?
That's a great question. We've been in the gym, on the practice field, all day, every day this offseason. We've upgraded at every single position. We even upgraded Team Cat. So no offense to Pudge, the way we handle those high expectations is we go out and perform. That's it. We win games. Thank you.
And here come the Falcons, a long-awaited entrance for this Bowling Green team, as we're going to have a great crowd tonight for FCS Midwest, and I can't wait for this game. Coach Sauce has been talking a lot, and they better come out and dominate, or else he's going to look a little foolish. 2nd and 12 here. Novosad's going to drop back and dump it off to Dindy, and they're going to get the first down, which will bring us to a 1st and 10 at midfield, where Novosad will receive the snap, fake the handoff, look left, and complete it for another 15 yards. And this first drive for Bowling Green is looking pretty promising. They've already got the ball in the red zone. Novosad's going to be in an empty set. He's going to get the snap, and he's going to dump it off to the right, and they're going to get down to about the 5-6 yard line. So great first drive for Bowling Green, really. And here they are in a Maryland set. Novosad's going to receive the snap. He's going to hand it off to Dindy, and Dindy's going to plunge through for a touchdown. So drive one, Bowling Green scores. They're going to go up 7-0, and maybe Coach Sauce was right to strut his stuff. It looks like they're a pretty good team. Offense drove right down the field, handed it off to Dindy, who went in for his first touchdown of the year. So here we are, 3rd and 6 for FCS Midwest, and they're going to complete it and get the first down. That's a backbreaker for the defense. And we're going to fast forward all the way to FCS Midwest at about the 6 yard line, where they hand it off and they answer right back. Not what you want for Bowling Green and Coach Sauce. The defense did not look good on that drive. They let FCS Midwest just go straight down the field and answer with a run from Jeremiah Boss. So with that, the score will be 7-7, and we'll be putting the ball right back in the hands of Novosad and this Bowling Green offense. So here we go, 3rd and 15. Novosad's going to be in an empty set, quads to the right. He's going to receive the snap, drop back. He can't find anyone. He's looking, and he's going to be sacked, and the ball is going to be loose. FCS Midwest is going to pick it up. They're going to break a tackle, and he's going to be free down the 20, the 10, the Jaden Daniels. A touchdown for FCS Midwest on a 52-yard fumble recovery. That is not what you want if you're Coach Sauce. Already going down 14-7 after just 2 drives from the offense. Not a great start for this Bowling Green team. So the offense is going to get the ball back right after the turnover, and Novosad's going to have a chance to make up for his wrongdoings. And he's going to look over the middle and find a receiver for a huge gain all the way down to about the 24-yard line. That's huge. Ridley made a great cut. He's going to get it all the way down to the 24, and we're going to cut to Bowling Green, 3rd and 5 on about the 7-yard line. Novosad's going to be in the shotgun with Dindy beside him. He's going to have a motion from the right to the left. He's going to drop back. He's looking. He can't find anyone, and he's just going to throw that ball away. And that's going to force a field goal from this Bowling Green team. Not what you want to see. That's going to make it 14-10. And FCS Midwest is going to get this ball back, and they're going to look down the right sideline, and they're going to have a receiver for about 50 yards. So this defense right now for Bowling Green is getting torched. They've only been on the field for 2 drives. Remember, this is their 2nd drive. The Bowling Green quarterback had a fumble, which was returned 52 yards for a touchdown. And hold up, FCS Midwest is going to score again. That's going to make it 21-10. And he's going to be hitting the stanky leg on these Falcons. Not what you want for Bowling Green and Coach Sauce. Not a great first half. It's going to be 21-10 going into the break, FCS Midwest. Davis Bruner with the reception, the broken tackle, and the touchdown. It wasn't even a broken tackle. The Bowling Green defender just took a bad angle. So 21-10, here we are in the 3rd quarter. FCS Midwest received the second half kickoff. So they're going to have the ball, and they're going to have a receiver over the middle. This is huge. FCS Midwest driving. They're already up 21-10. What do you do on Bowling Green? If you have no answers. Their quarterback's going to drop back. He's going to look. He's going to have all day, and he's going to find a receiver in the end zone. So it's 28-10. This Bowling Green team is not having a great day. Opening game for Coach Sauce. Not what you want to see. You're against a lower level opponent, and they're coming out, and they're just boat racing you. Colby Dorsett, their quarterback had all day. But Bowling Green, they're not done yet. They're going to drive down the field. They're going to get the ball on about the 2-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Dindy, and Dindy is going to go in for his second touchdown on the day. They're going to need to go for 2 here, make it 28-18, so that way it's a 10-point game. You can get the field goal and a touchdown to tie, and Novosad's going to look to his left, have a man, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion. So that brings us to 3rd and 8 for FCS Midwest. This is a huge down for Bowling Green. You need this stop, and they're going to get it. A huge sack. A huge sack to force a punt for FCS Midwest. So maybe these Falcons have life. Maybe they can pull off what would be an incredible second half comeback. That's what I'm talking about. Andrew Hines III with the sack. What a play, young man, keeping this Falcons team alive. So Bowling Green's going to get the ball back, and they're going to drive all the way down to the 11-yard line where they're going to have a 3rd and 5. So Novosad's going to get this snap. He's going to drop back. He's looking. He doesn't have anyone. Throws it over the middle. Incomplete. So Bowling Green's going to be forced to kick this field goal to make it 28-21, and they're going to have to send that defense out to get a stop and get the ball back. They need it quickly. There's not a lot of time. But FCS Midwest is going to drive down the field, and they're going to chew up that clock, and they're going to have a play action. No, it's just a straight run, and he's going to break through and get a huge touchdown to make it 35-21, and that's going to push this out of reach. So Bowling Green is going to start the season out with a loss to FCS Midwest. Tough day for Bowling Green, tough day for Coach Sauce, and we're going to send you to the post-game press conference where he's going to have to answer for himself. 35 points today from FCS Midwest. What happened?
Completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. The defense can't be giving up 35 points to an FCS team. We've got to get more out of them. They have to do better. They're gonna know that. They're gonna know that that's unacceptable. That's not the Bowling Green way. That we do things different around here. And they're going to either get on board with that or they're going to get out. That's the bottom line.
How does this loss change your outlook on the season?
It doesn't. I still think we're gonna win. 11 games. We're gonna win out the rest of the season. That's my mindset. I go into every single game thinking we're gonna blow this team out. We're the better team on the field. We have more talent. We have more effort. We're going to win this game by 100. That's my mindset for every single game. So one loss, no, it doesn't change that. It doesn't change that. We're going to go 11-1. We're going to win the MAC and go from there.